Alrighty, this is what we're gonna do. Take out this old brake box here. Swap it out with a new one. The Prodigy P2. Should be about all the tools you need. Well, I don't think you need the impact, but also, well, we upgraded to a little bit heavier chipper, disc chipper. So the brakes have been intermediate at best, so I'm going to redo. That should have a 20 amp fuse on it. This is the brake line from the positive to the box to the brake box, down the firmware all the way back to the thing, and probably run a new ground, because they just work better when you run the grounds on the electric brakes to the battery. They just do. So that's what we're going to do today, and then maybe I got another P2 for that if I can get to it. These things don't really fit in the garage, and it looks like it's going to rain again. I did install this box years ago, so it's a splitter box, so I just got to run the wire back there, tie into the side, unscrew a terminal, put it on. Ain't gonna mess with anything on the socket itself that's already back there, and we'll be in business. And then we have trailer brakes who actually redo the whole trailer brake setup on that chipper one of these days. I'm not giving up on the old girl, by no means. Hopefully now I can take the time and fix it right. Alright, first things first is let's run some new wires in here somewhere. I'm going on the inside and cut one of these. Need to undo this box. Guess I better be careful with that since it ain't fused. That's probably the bare minimum you want to run electric brakes anyhow. Sometimes these repairs were done in the morning, you know, just to get the work, so it is what it is. If you've been through that, then you know what I mean. You hurry up, fix it, get it working somewhat to go to work. I ain't saying it's right, but that is what happens. And it seems like it's about the same if you're swamped with work or slow on work and you got bills to pay and mortgage and stuff to pay. Seems like either way, sometimes them repairs get done hastily. You know, the hurry up and fix it, let's get out of here and go to work repairs. If you know, you know. I'd like to use this same grommet if I can. I'm not trying to put any extra holes in this old classic. There we go. Alright, where'd she come through at? I see it's up there. Make sure I got enough wire. Oh yeah, that should be more than enough. Okay. There we go. That'll be that. Should be more than enough, right? You should use blue wire on these brakes, but that's why I taped this blue tape around this. So hopefully it'll remind me what it is. But It might not. I don't know why that side's still moving. Need one in there meth head lighters. Melt this bad boy right down. We'll put blue tape on this and that also. Alright, future me. If you're looking for the blue brake wire and it's red, it's the red wire with blue tape on it. I should remember that, right? No, I'm not gonna remember that. Okay, this will go there. This will go there. Wada boom, wada bang, bang, boom. Ow, that black one's still hot. Okay, next we will need that's such a small wire, a heavier wire running from the brake box inside the cab here, down the frame rail all the way to the back. Alright, I made up my mind. I'm gonna run a ground back here too from the battery all the way to the trailer lights in the back. So, let me see here. What am I doing? Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. Alright, now I just got to get underneath the truck, figure out where I'm going to run it through the frame rail here, down the frame rail, all the way back. Sure would be cool if this fit in the garage. I'm stuck on something up there. Ouch. Freaking ants or something was biting me. And there ain't no way I'm getting my hand on the bottom. Guess this is the downfall with the really nice, soft, pliable wire. It's kind of hard to feed it because it's soft and it just twists. Just that hard, cheap stuff, you can just poke it around and grab it. Let me find a feeder. Alright, I'm going to try to use this wire, which is not straight at all. Trying to get around these fuel tank brackets. Alright. That should do it, I think. Hopefully I can get them screws out of that electrical box with no problem. And they do look pretty worn. Or pretty rusty. But it's a plastic housing. Man, I hope it comes off easy enough. Alright, let's see what we get into over here in this mess. Well, actually, it shouldn't be too bad of a mess. I mean, I redid this a couple years back. Where's the old blue one at? Right there. Those are both blue, right? Yeah. I can't believe that rusted so bad. I'm gonna assume the white is the ground still, which apparently I didn't hook any of them up. Looks like they're all just laying in there. Which I wonder why I did that. I don't remember. Maybe I used the black for the grounds. You know, I don't remember. Anyhow, the blue is the one I want, but I'm not sure about the ground because I don't know if I used the black as the ground or if I just didn't put a ground on, but the lights work, so I'm really thinking, I guess I can power probe it. Figure it out that way. Which I know some people use black for the 12 volt accessory. That's what a lot of the directions even say. But I can tell you this truck's never had 12 volt accessory on it. And honestly, I think the only truck that does is my Duramax. So I'm gonna assume the black's the ground. I'm pretty dang sure that black's the ground. I guess one way to know for sure would be to test it. Yeah, it's a ground. I know it is. I know it is. I loosened up one of these already. So let me just double check. All right. That'll do, son. Now I just gotta finish it up on the inside. Finish the wire routing. And tying up the wire everywhere that I like. Ah. Alright, let's get inside the cab, I guess. Alright, let's get this old janky wire out of the way. Come on. Alright. Alrighty then. We're about where we started now. Cool. Just about. Okay, now I got to get the brake wire inside. And this one's going to go to the battery. To the ground. Alright, this one's gonna go to the ground also. Now this one will go inside the cab. I don't remember if I cut that wire or not. Oh yeah, it's cut. Should pull right out. I really don't think this wire is heavy enough for brakes. It's in there now. All right. Damn it. That was a mess, huh? Almost lost my cool. Okay. Got 4 wires coming off this. One's going to be positive to the battery, ground to the battery. The blue one's gonna run all the way back to the hitch. And then the red one ties into the brake light switch. That is the wiring schematics for a trailer electric brake box. Let's see, these two here are coming from the battery. They're not hooked up yet, but this is the one coming from the positive of the battery, so it will go to I guess I need a new pair of strippers. Alright, the red one from the battery, the positive from the battery will go to the black. Okay, the white is the ground, right? White is the ground. Then the blue is going to go to the wire running back to the trailer hitch. This box is so old. It's an old box. Yeah, I probably should have cut these down some more, but I didn't because I'm stupid. I ran all new wires. I ran a new ground all the way back. It will have a fuse in it this time because that was the wire that was on it. For the battery power, for the brakes.
For the power itself?
Yeah.
That would probably be a resistance. Sanders, but that
Yeah, well, it's gone. I ran this wire and I put blue tape on the red one. This will be the power for the fuse. One of these is a ground going to the brake box. One is a ground going all the way to the back of the trailer distribution wire and harness back there. So hopefully that won't be a problem anymore. Right, Ghost? That should be it, except for some wire ties here and there. Should be
I'll hold it together. Zippy ties.
a heck of a lot better than what it was. All right, moment of truce. Need to put a backup camera on this truck. We got one for it. I just ain't done it yet. And I can tell you this chipper is way narrower than the old one. Yeah, definitely got to move this jack back, 'cause this sucks. Definitely is gonna need another jack mount. Man, that sucks. All right, that's another plus. Yeah. Let's see if it's got brakes. Oh yeah.